From the Berggraph Fox 23 Severe Weather Center, certified meteorologist Mike Grogan.
We had a healthy soaking across much of Green Country yesterday, with the exception of the actual Tulsa metro area, where we ended up with pretty light rainfall amounts. From Tulsa northward, the amounts were less than an inch, but to the south of I-40, 2 inches or more were quite common. In some cases, localized 3-inch amounts did occur. So this was nice, steady rainfall for much of this area with an occasional thunderstorm. But for the metro area, we were just kind of skirted by the heaviest of the rainfall, and the last of the rain tapered off late last night, early this morning. You can see the showers dropping back. The backside of the low pressure now sliding through Arkansas, and that low pressure pushing beyond the Mississippi River Valley. But the clouds are taking a little longer to clear with this. The clearing line is back to the west of Tulsa from near Stillwater to north of Bartlesville. We'll start to see these clouds retreat from northwest to southeast as we go through our morning, allowing for a mild but blustery day. Speaking of the wind, you can see Old Glory blowing there right now with temperatures running in the lower 50s. That north wind stout, 21 miles per hour sustained. But with temperatures as warm as they are this morning, really not much of a wind chill to factor in. Temperatures do range from the upper 40s in Coffeyville to the low 50s to the south. Not a big temperature range, but it's a morning that certainly warrants that heavier jacket when you factor in winds that are gusting close to 30 miles per hour in a few cases. Right now, wind clocking up to 29 miles per hour there at the airport, 25 mile per hour wind gusts, Muskogee and Bartlesville. We'll be in a similar wind range that will slightly slacken through midday from the north as the storm system gets a little further away from us. By afternoon, the winds are settling down a bit further. 10 to 20 mile per hour wind gusts at the strongest. Winds go calm overnight and then start to return to the south by Monday. That brings back even warmer air as south winds increase. So will the fire danger starting on Monday afternoon. That threat is in the elevated category. And you're thinking, well, we just had rain. Why would this be an issue? Well, that top layer of vegetation is quick to dry on out, and it's dormant right now, given the fact that we're still in winter. So that means that fuel is available if any sparks do start. Especially with the wind and dry air, that will be a concern as we move through midweek. As we move through your morning hours, though, we'll see clearing skies, and if you're out the door to grab a bite to eat for brunch, looking pretty nice at 11 a.m. I think we'll have a lot of sunshine climbing through the 50s to the low 60s by 1 o'clock. You only need that light jacket on hand by that point. And if you find a wind-sheltered spot, the patio might not even be a bad idea. High temperatures are well above our average of 54 for the Tulsa area, 66 for the high in the city, 67 in Sapulpa, 64 in Claremore. Further south, those temperatures reaching the mid-60s, Muskogee, McAllister at 67, along with Bristow, Okmulgee at 66, and to the north will be a touch cooler. I still think we make it above 60 in Bonita, over to Pryor at 63, and 64 for our friends in Wagner. Even warmer temperatures move forward this week. We'll end up very spring-like for much of the week ahead, with temperatures running 20+ degrees above average. A persistent ridge in the jet stream is to thank for that, and that ridge is likely to last clear to the end of the month, which means I don't see any real return to winter-like conditions. It is going to be feeling like spring, likely for the rest of February, but we do dial back temperatures a little bit by next weekend. I'll show you that in the next half hour, but the forecast leading up to that point, quite mild. Highs returning to the 70s Monday, up to 78 despite quite a few clouds on Tuesday, and morning lows are staying quite warm as well, and in some cases above our average high. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll walk you through that next cool down and when the chance of rain returns.